Hold on one sec.
Okay.
Transition defense, we were terrible in Vegas. We were a lot better here when we played them at home before then. So that's the not necessarily the easiest, but the most important thing to clean up is whether we score, whether we miss, whether we turn it over, is get back and get matched up. Not be overly concerned with your individual matchup, but they're gonna throw long passes, they're gonna rim run, and then their guards like to walk into threes. So you got to be really good the first few seconds of the shot clock.
You get Alicia Clark playing the minutes she is still having the impact she's having, just turned 37. What is it about her that, you think contributes to that longevity, being able to do what she's still doing?
She's a pro's pro. She's a perfectionist. I got to watch it firsthand doing, her rehab with her here. Um, Hard on herself to a fault, probably, but every day came in, had a plan, was dedicated, whatever time of the day we were here, bright and early. And then, with her game, she knows who she is. She knows her role on that team. Um, she's always been an efficient player, but I think she's always like the grown up in the room. And so uh, she brings things to the table at both ends of the floor, and she makes very few bad plays.
Just with the Aces, I know they've had that kind of core four for a while now, but when you kind of look back, is there anything you miss about this year's team that is maybe different from how Becky's used them in the past, or any way that they seem different than the past couple of years?
They got a couple new faces. I mean, it's nice to be able to bring Tiffany Hayes off the bench, out of retirement. And then, Kate Barton's obviously played well for him too, so that they have a lot of they can put a lot of shooting on the floor. They have a lot of depth at guard. But I would say probably the last whatever 9 or 10 games, they look a lot like the team that we're used to seeing the last couple of years.
Aisha, since she's been in the starting lineup, it maybe took her a few games to kind of settle in, but it seems like she really has found her role and group. What do you like about how she fits in with that or starting group that starts the game, and playing it out there?
I mean, it's a little bit of a balanced decision on my part. Like we're starting Didi as well, so it's helpful to have two shooting bigs on the floor to start the game. But the other thing is teams have been, kind of cross matching, putting a smaller defender on Steph and switching, which lets Maisha be a lot of our playmaker a lot out of ball screens to get in the short roll to handle the ball at the top of the key. So it's somebody that's been in that spot and experience really helps Steph also. Um, so it's good. She's playing her game. I think it helps a player to have consistency. She kind of knows what her role is night to night. She's taking the challenge defensively on good matchups, and um, it's where a little experience pays off too.
Coach. 2 games left before the big break, 3 games out for the playoff spots. I know the team obviously is looking ahead beyond that, but who's putting the importance here on these next 2 games of trying to win these next two, knowing the importance of what it can look like that after the break? Is it a message from the leadership in the locker room? Is it you guys? Is it balance?
We don't talk about it too much, to be honest with you. I mean, we've just been in the kind of next game, next person up mode for a while now. We know the break's there. We'll worry kind of about what happens after that later on. And, um, we just played 4 games on the road. We get a couple at home. I think it's more the opportunity in front of us to play two good teams at home and test ourselves and see where we're at. So, um, you know, I don't think there hasn't been a lot of huge conversations. I'm sure there's a word here or there about staying in the moment. And I said to our TV crew, like the hard part is you do actually have to have like a talk about the break at some point and the logistics of it and all that. So you try to do that quick and then just get right back on task. Yep.
Going off that, what are a couple of things that you're looking to see out of your team in the last 2 games before the break?
Well, it's our third time playing Vegas in short amount of time. I thought we played with really good effort and competitiveness the first time we played them and not so much the second time. So uh, a chance to put that right a little bit. And then, I mean, just two teams that have some similarities in the sense of playing a lot of guards. Small lineup with one big. I know Vegas starts Stokes and Asia together, but then you see a lot of guards and kind of the same thing we've seen from several teams. A lot of switching, a lot of shooting, spacing the floor. So can we handle that challenge for 2 tough games to finish out?
I think that's
That's
it.
all?
Coach.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Eric.
We'll
See
see
ya.
everyone post game.